All right, let's just jump right into it. If you're in marketing, or heck, even if you just scroll Instagram, you've seen them everywhere. These adorable pets with their own special discount codes. Now, brands are putting some serious cash into these partnerships, but here's the thing, the secret no one really wants to admit. A lot of those codes just aren't working. So what is going on?
I mean, it is a huge point of frustration, right? You see all the engagement, the likes, the comments are flying, but when you look at the sales report, the numbers just don't add up. So why? Why do these campaigns, which look so perfect on paper, kind of fall flat when it comes to actually getting people to use the code? Well, that is the mystery we are going to solve together right now.
And here is our first big clue. It's not one single thing. It's not as simple as saying, oh, the creator wasn't a good fit, or the discount wasn't big enough. Nope. The real issue is that it's a symptom of two major interconnected problems that we've got to unpack one by one.
So let's meet culprit number one, what I like to call the leaky funnel problem. This is all about the ridiculously complicated and frustrating journey we make customers go on just to get from seeing a cute dog with a cool product to, actually buying it.
You see, the modern customer path isn't just a straight line that says, buy now. A pet owner's decision is super emotional. First, they have to become aware of your product. Then, they think about it, they consider it. Then, they might convert. But it doesn't end there. The real magic, the real goal is loyalty, and then advocacy, turning that customer into a genuine fan. And guess what? Creators play a huge role in every single one of these stages, not just that final sale. So, if this whole journey is a funnel, where's the biggest, most massive leak? It's right here. It's what we call the handoff, that clunky, awkward, and just plain annoying moment when a potential customer has to leave their happy place on social media and try to find your product on your website. This is where we lose almost everybody.
And this right here just shows the problem so perfectly. In our heads, as marketers, we imagine this beautiful, seamless, one-click journey. But the reality for the user? Oh, it's a total pain. They see the post, but of course you can't click the link there. So, okay, they have to go to the creator's bio. Then they have to click the link in bio. Then they land on some generic page and have to hunt for the specific product they just saw. And then they can finally add it to the cart. Every single one of those extra steps is a chance for them to just say, forget it, and close the app.
Okay, so let's say a few super determined customers actually make it through that obstacle course of a funnel. We've got a whole other problem. Even when the influencers are doing their job perfectly, we're usually measuring their impact all wrong, which basically makes their hard work invisible. And that's because most companies are still using a model called last-click attribution. Now, it's simple, I'll give it that, but it is deeply flawed. It's a model that gives 100% of the credit for a sale to the very last thing a customer clicked before they bought something. And as you're about to see, this creates a completely warped view of what's really driving sales.
Because a real customer journey looks a lot more like this, right? On Monday, they're scrolling Instagram and see an amazing video of a dog loving a new toy. The seed is planted. Then on Wednesday, they're on YouTube and they see a creator they trust do a full, in-depth review of that same toy. Then, maybe a week later, they finally decide, okay, I'm going to buy it. They search for it on Google, click the first ad they see, and make the purchase. So with that last click model we just talked about, who gets the credit here? The Google ad. It gets 100%. And what about the two creators who actually introduced the product, built all the trust, and created the desire to buy in the first place? They get a big, fat zero. Nothing. Their influence is completely erased from the data, which leads brands to the totally wrong conclusion that, oh, I guess creator marketing doesn't work for us.
So, if last click is the villain of our story, what's the solution? Well, we have to upgrade our toolkit. We need a smarter way to track success that actually sees the entire picture, not just that one final click.
And the good news is, we have the tools. Unique discount codes, they're simple. They're easy for creators, but they only track that very last touch. UTMs, those long bits of code you see in a URL, and affiliate links are way more accurate for tracking clicks, but even they can't see the influence of someone who saw a post and then just bought it later on their own. The best strategy? It's a mix. You use a combination of these tools to get a much fuller picture.
But the real game changer, the strategic shift, is this idea called multi-touch attribution. Instead of giving all the credit to the last click, these models spread the credit out across all the different touch points that help make the sale happen. It basically says, hey, that first Instagram video that made someone aware, that was valuable. That YouTube review that built trust, also valuable. It values the entire journey. Okay, so we've identified the culprits, the leaky funnel, and bad measurement. Now what? Let's turn all this insight into a real action plan. This is the High Conversion Playbook, with tips for both brands and creators.
All right, for the brands out there, the mission is clear. First, make your offers irresistible and, more importantly, exclusive. If someone can get that 10% off anywhere, there's zero urgency to use the creator's code. Make it special. Second, you have to fix that leaky handoff. Build dedicated landing pages for your creators, so when someone clicks a link from their content, they land on a page that looks and feels like a natural next step, not your generic homepage. And finally, think bigger. Stop doing one-off campaigns and start building real, long-term partnerships and ambassador programs. That's how you build real trust.
And for you creators, it is all about mastering the art of persuasion. Your call to action can't just be a little link in bio at the end. It needs to be clear, specific, and create some urgency. Tell people exactly what to do and why now is the best time to do it. And please, don't just hold up the product like you're in a commercial. Weave it into your pet's life so it feels totally natural and authentic. But most importantly, focus on the emotion. Don't just list features, show the happy dog. Show the problem being solved. Show the joy.
This right here might be the single most important rule in all of pet marketing. Nobody actually cares that a dog toy is made from durable, non-toxic rubber. What they care about is the emotional outcome of that feature. What they care about is, this gives me peace of mind that my dog is safe and won't be bored while I'm at work. A quick video showing that happy, safe dog is 1,000 times more powerful than a bulleted list of materials.
So, as we wrap this up, it is so easy to get lost in all the jargon, right? Funnels, attribution, conversion rates. But at the end of the day, all of this data, all of these tactics are just trying to measure a very simple and very powerful human emotion. After we've tracked all the clicks and counted all the codes, maybe the real question we should be asking ourselves is this: what is the true, unquantifiable value of just making a pet happy?